You may ask, how important is a site structure? Well, if I tell you that 3 months back, someone came to me with a stagnant affiliate website and I increased its traffic by around 20 to 25% just by optimizing the site structure, that might increase your interest in site structure. If that doesn't justify a need for a good site structure, imagine yourself entering a huge central library and you are finding your favorite street photography book, but the books are laid out without any plan. Now, versus finding the same book from the library where the books now have been laid out category-wise, all you have to do is go to the photography section and find your book. Imagine how much time and energy you will save in the latter option. Hi, my name is Navdeep Soni. I am an SEO consultant, and on this channel, we explore strategies and tools that help you grow more and earn more. Let us begin with what is a site structure or site architecture. Site architecture is how your pages or articles are laid out and are linked to each other so that they can be found easily by the search crawlers and help users find stuff easily without too many clicks. Why is it so important to make searchability easy? Search crawlers or bots have a limited budget to crawl your website. You need to understand that they have a job of crawling the entire internet. And if your site structure helps in crawling, that directly means it will be helping in indexing your articles faster. Always remember, if you help Google, it is going to reward you in some way or the other. Plus, you also give a seamless experience to your website visitors. When they are trying to find something, they will stay longer to your website, and it will further give a signal to the Google that your article is a good resource for your visitors and it will rank you higher. A general thumb rule for a good site structure is that every post should be accessible within 3 or 4 clicks. Lower the better. Go for a flat architecture rather than a deep architecture. Now, this illustration shows you the difference between the flat and a deep architecture. Clearly, it is so easy to keep everything down to 3 or 4 clicks in a flat structure. Things can go haywire in a deep architecture quickly as soon as the site begins to grow and you start putting more and more articles. You can leverage the full potential of the flat architecture by creating categories. These should not be confused with the WordPress categories, but these should be in the form of topic clusters or topic hubs. Topic clusters are easy to understand theoretically, but take little time and patience to implement properly. A typical topic cluster can be based on hub and spoke model, where you have the main page as a hub on a given topic or a category that is covered in detail, and rest of the subpages act as spokes that connect to the main page. All these categories or main page directly connect to the home page. Using this model, all the pages and subpages can be kept 3 or 4 clicks away from the home page, even on larger websites. Just like spokes in a wheel connected to the center or the hub makes the wheel stronger, similarly, topic cluster using this model makes you authoritative and stronger in that topic. It is not all about crawl budget or making things easy for crawlers, but it is also about passing authority and building authority on the topic using topic clusters. Websites that build authority rank faster, and this is one of the many ways to build authority. Category pages and how the subpages link back to them is crucial here. When you have a smaller site, they may not look significant or have a significant impact on SEO. But like I said, as your site grows, they are pretty handy in keeping things organized and have a more significant role in SEO and building authority. How do you implement a topic cluster? There are 2 ways to implement a topic cluster. You can use a physical silo or a topic cluster using a directory structure, where a pillar page or a hub is connected to the spokes or subpages that are placed inside the pillar page directory. And the other way is to make a virtual topic cluster where your pillar page and subpages are at the same directory level. But you create a cluster by internally linking the subpages with each other and to the pillar page. Due to this internal linking, the crawlers easily move within the topic and understand the topic better. I'm doing a separate video to elaborate on this concept of topic clusters and pillar pages using an example. But before that, Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's sum it up. Basically, website architecture is all about logically organizing your content in such a way that Google and users can find and understand the content better. If you have done your keyword research or you have a list of URLs from your existing website, use Excel and start categorizing your content into topics. Find broader topics for which you want to rank rather than keywords, and then logically structure the topics on your website. I hope this video was useful and you are liking the series on affiliate marketing. And if you have not watched the previous videos, please go back and check the other videos as well. If you have any queries, do comment below. Connect with me on Instagram and Twitter. All the important links are in the description, so do check it out. That is all for today. I'll see you in the next one.